Hello and welcome. Today we have a short practice for low backache during pregnancy. This is perfect for first, second, third trimester. I have a little belly bump on, kind of mimicking the 6-month point of pregnancy. And all you'll need is a blanket and a pillow if you're at home, and about 10 to 15 minutes. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. We'll begin by finding tabletop. I like to take my blanket to the center of my mat and pad my knees, and we'll bring our pillow towards the top of our mat today. So setting up nice and strong here. Palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Really spread all 5 fingers apart from one another, and we'll take some gentle movement side to side and just kind of notice what you've got going on today. Depending on where you're at in your pregnancy, gravity may already be pulling your belly down and concaving through the low back here. So I'll invite you just to find a subtle tuck of the tailbone to create a nice neutral spine. And then as you get some of these wiggles out, we'll pause in center. On an inhale, soften your belly to the floor. Lift the heart, look forward, open up the chest. Allow baby to hang in the hammock of your belly here. And then on an exhale, we'll start by tucking our tailbone under, hugging baby in and up, pressing into the palms, and relax the head in between the biceps. Really focus on opening the upper back body, separating the shoulder blades from one another, and releasing any tension in your neck. Inhale, untuck your tailbone, soften your belly, look forward. You pull the heels of the hands in towards the knees. And then exhale, press into the palms and the shins, round the spine, gaze down. Awesome. Let's continue here for a few more rounds of breath, moving with your inhales and exhales, taking our time to check in with the low back, the upper back, and our hips today. We'll be here for a few more rounds of breath. Start to move a bit more intuitively, maybe rocking side to side, drawing some nice circles. Use the next 30 or so seconds to take what you need. Tapping out of the thinking mind and into the feeling body here. Beautiful works. Notice how your baby is responding to the movement of your body here. Find about 3 more rounds of breath. And as you finish up, we'll take the knees nice and wide, bring the toes together, sit bones lengthen towards the heels, walk the hands forward, rest the forehead down, child's pose. Maybe you flip the palms to face the ceiling and open and close the hands, roll the wrists out. Just relax your belly in between your thighs. 3 breaths here. One more big inhale. And let it go. Beautiful. Let's slowly press ourselves up to a nice kneeling position. If your knees are feeling a bit sensitive, you can take that pillow in between your thighs and just sit right on top. And then we'll bring our hands underneath our belly and just rock the pelvis forward and back. Take a few moments to notice what we've got going on in the hip sockets, the base of our pelvis. Just finding that same spinal flexion and extension, originating the movement through the pelvis. And notice how it feels slightly different now that gravity is kind of working with us in a different way. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. And then find a nice, tall, neutral spine. We'll inhale, reach the hands up high, lift through the side of your waist. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Left hand reaches up and over, big side body stretch, big breath. Inhale, rise back up, reach nice and tall. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over, full breath in, full breath out. And then inhale, slowly come back up, reach your hands nice and tall, interlace the fingertips, flip the palms to face the ceiling, squeeze the biceps into the ears, lift, 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 big breath in, exhale, let it go, shake out the arms, roll the shoulders out. And let's extend the left foot and then the right foot in front. Butt is still on top of our pillow here. Feet are about as wide as our mat. Toes are flexed. Inhale, reach nice and tall. And then hinging from the hips, leading with the heart, we'll begin to fold forward very gently. Now with our butt on top of this pillow today, it gives us a little bit more space, and we just want to make sure we're not compressing through our belly. We're flexing the toes to create a sensation through the back of our legs, so really focus on opening up the hamstrings, releasing any tension through the low back. 2 more breaths here. Soften the jaw, soften the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Let's come off of the pillow and move it to the side here and face our mat so we're oriented long ways. We can keep our butt on top of the blanket for this next situation. We'll bring our left foot out to the side, right heel into the pelvis. Heart is stacked over the heel. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left knee. Inhale, reach that right hand up nice and tall. Keep the left ankle active. And then on the exhale, slowly find a nice side body stretch here. Keep the heart spinning open and breathing into that right waist. Full breath in, full breath out. Beautiful. Stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. If you want to increase the stretch, you can bring the right hand behind your head, press the head back, pull the elbow up, and breathe deeper. Fabulous. Inhale, slowly unwind, release the hands down, roll the shoulders out. And then inhale, lengthen up high to the sky, heart forward, flex the left toes. Exhale, fold over your pelvis any amount. 3 breaths here. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up. Switch out the legs, right foot long, left heel in. Flex the right toes, bring the right hand to the inside of that leg. Inhale, reach the left hand nice and tall. Keep the left thigh grounded, and then exhale, side body stretch. Using the right hand to kind of traction the right shoulder forward, keeping this nice and open. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Again, option to bring the left hand behind the head and breathe deeply. Fabulous. Inhale, slowly come back up to center. Release the hands down, roll the shoulders out. And then inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, fold over any amount, checking in with the inside of the right leg. Breathe here. Inhale, come back up through center. Take both feet together. Grab the ankles, Baddha Konasana, knees wide. Use the hands to help lift the heart through the biceps. Take a big inhale. Keeping the spine nice and neutral, begin to pull the elbows in towards the side of your rib cage as the heart comes forward. 3 breaths here. Fabulous. Inhale, slowly come back up to center. Take your feet nice and wide, knees point to the sky, hands back behind you, and windshield wiper side to side. Working the internal and external rotation of the thigh bones. And then when you're ready, let's find our tabletop. Bring your pillow back to the top of your mat. And this tabletop will be slightly different, coming down to the forearms, resting them on your pillow, and take your knees as wide as your mat here. Toes are as wide as your mat as well, and we'll just pulse the hips back and forth. Beautiful. And then let's take the toes together, keep the knees wide, find that pulse once more, notice differences. And then we'll take the knees a little closer together, turn the toes out, pulse the hips back. And then bring the knees wide once more, toes wide. Keep the forearms forward. Rest the head down to your pillow. Find a puppy pose. We'll be here for about 10 breaths. Focus on relaxing the belly and pressing down and out through the shins. Feel the sit bones kind of pull away from one another as we create space through the base of our pelvis. And breathe deeply. One more big breath in and out. Beautiful. Slowly bring yourself up. Take the toes together. Rest the hips back. Find a child's pose. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Place the left hand on top. Press the left hand forward. Pull the left sitting bone back. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Over to the left side of your mat. Place the right hand on top. Press the right hand forward. Pull the right sitting bone back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, hands back to the top of your mat. Press yourself up. Move your feet to one side and find a comfortable cross-legged position. You're always welcome to bring your butt on top of that pillow to create an extra space. And we'll end our practice today with a little breath work. So you can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, closing the eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale. And we'll find a nice patterned breathing today. So on an inhale, breathe in through the nose for a count of 3. And breathe out for a count of 5. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out for 5. And count your own breath here for the next minute or so. If at any point the count becomes lost on you, that's okay. Just focus on your inhales and exhales. Got about 20 more seconds. Let's take a cleansing breath in, fill up the lungs, the belly. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. 2 more breaths, just like that. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And the deepest breath you've taken all day. And release. Beautiful. With that, we'll close our time together, bringing hands to meet one another in front of our hearts as we bow our heads down in this gesture of union, seeking to bind, to braid, or to blend the head, the hand, and the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I'll see you next time.